Welcome builders, Andy Jody, and welcome back to the transformation series. This is taking a village and turning it into a town, and welcome to the channel. It's hopefully inspiring in Minecraft. I got inspired by another YouTuber, DuconRed. I think that's his name. I'll try and put the link, if I remember, down below to his video. He made an inn, I-N-N, somewhere where the travellers, the weary travellers, could rest their heads and get a drink and maybe some food, if it's edible. So I'm building one. Bit of a time lapse to start off today's episode. Thank you so much for all your comments. Let me see what's happening in the video. Look, did you see the big hole in the floor? That is the cellar. That's where they would store all the beer, all the food, and there's going to be a ramp down to that a little bit later on. Now, what I'm doing is building up the main structure, and what I'm going to be doing is making some bedrooms either side of a kind of a main part on the top floor. So you can see the kind of individual cells probably at the sides. Not really cells, not prison cells, but bedrooms. The pink is marking out kind of the shape of the roof. I just used some world edit to make the build a little bit narrower there. And you can see I've put the floor in at the top, and I've got this gap in the middle where there's going to be kind of a balcony each side, and you can look down from the bedrooms down to the concourse below, where there's going to be maybe like a bar, some seating areas, maybe a little sort of cafe or canteen as well. So this is going to be the front of the build. I definitely need to shove it back towards the hill. In fact, later on I'm going to destroy some of the hill as well. What I want in this build is kind of a what do you call it? A porch? Yeah, that's it. A porch. A porch sticking out at the front, and some fence posts coming up, somewhere where you could take your hot chocolate. I don't know if they drink hot chocolate in this town. This is a town where they drink hot chocolate, okay? I've decided. You could sit out on the porch if you're staying at the tavern and have a look over at the market down below, which you can see the coloured awnings of the market, and you can go back in and get back to your room if you wish. So the porch is going to wrap all the way around, as you can see. And then I'm going to make kind of an area here, which is definitely going to be more of an entranceway. So this is going to be the big fancy entranceway. As you can see, it's right next to the wall. So I need to push this whole build back a little bit to have a bit of space for the kind of formal entranceway. It's probably an entranceway that doesn't get used very much. People kind of rock up with their horses at the back door and enter that way. It's my imagining of the use. So a few adjustments with World Edit to push the build back. Then I can bring this porch all the way around, so I have a porch on the entrance way as well. And there's the steps leading down. And by the time I've done that, I realised I need to push the build back even further. Never mind. So what I'm going to do in this episode is just kind of mainly build this on this time lapse. And then we'll go into first person, we'll put some trees, maybe some stables, and maybe some furniture inside as well, and kind of really add detail to this area of the map. So this is taking me absolutely ages, kind of 2 days to build this inn, but it's been really enjoyable, really good fun. I don't do my roofs like this very much, so really a big thank you to the inspiration I got from DuconRed's video. If you search for Minecraft inn, I'm sure you'll find his kind of a time-lapse instructional video, which is very good as well. So I've used some of his tips and tricks, but this is pretty much an original build. It's very different from his. The roof is kind of has the same kind of shapes, where the bricks go up in 2x2s mostly. So it was really good to do that, because I don't do roofs like that very often, as I said. So big chimneys coming in at either end. I may put a third chimney on somewhere as well, maybe at the side. I'm going to have a kind of a sticking out area at the back, which is going to be the living accommodation for the inn keepers themselves, whichever family looks after this inn. Here's the little rooms getting built up. I'm using actually white concrete, and later on I'm going to take the wool that this whole build was made of, the walls are made of wool, I'm going to turn it into white concrete as well, because I think the white concrete looks absolutely brilliant. It looks like painted white stone, and I thought that was really, really fancy. So last couple of details going on the inside, including the ceiling as well. Some dormer windows here going in. That's windows that are kind of embedded into the side of a roof. So we could have an attic as well. I think that would be kind of storage and more living accommodation for the owners as well. So maybe need to provide a stair up to that at some point. So that's kind of half the place done. So what I'm going to do is use some world edit commands to copy and paste it over, and when I did that I realized that the hill was in the way, so I need to use some voxel sniper plugin to get rid of some of my hill, and put the grass back in, and then put the build back in as well, flipped and pasted down. So this is my inn. It's a big inn. It's maybe slightly too big, given that the town hall behind it's supposed to be one of the biggest builds, but I just kind of went for it, and I had a really good time and good fun. Now I want to take off the porch at the back here and kind of extend the extension, if that makes sense. That's me shifting the build again and just putting down some paths, and I had to move the cellar and everything. So if I go off camera, you can see I'm just my little characters flying underneath and moving the cellar as well. But there we go, swinging the camera around gives you a nice view of the inn, and I'll show you inside it, once we finish this little time-lapse sequence. So all I'm going to do is get rid of this little bit of extra porch at the back, and provide a little ramp down to the cellar, just steps down to the stellar. You could put stellar artois down in your cellar, I suppose. And then some little trapdoors to make kind of a little trapdoor effect on the cellar doors. That's where you get your deliveries. And then we're going to have a kind of a little archway, and then the building sticks out a little bit, and then I thought that would be a good place to put a little wood store underneath for all the coal and all the fires and stuff like that. Cool, okay. Here we go, this is it, in first person. Let's have a look inside the inn. So you come in here, in the front door. Tell you what we're going to do, we're going to do 10 minutes of just working around this inn and neatening it up. So you come in here in the front door, there's more doors to the porch here, and then this is the main area here. I've just noticed a little job that needs to be done there. And so we need to furnish the inside of this for sure. I'm not going to do it in this episode. It's maybe kind of a live stream coming up, which I would furnish this. So if you follow me, click the notifications button, because I think that's not very good. I don't like the way that sits like that. Maybe I could take that out there. That looks pretty good. Yeah, the inside of this I think I'll furnish in a live stream. This will be a nice back door here as well. So we need some kind of steps coming up like that. That looks pretty smart actually. And then yeah, a nice big door is going to go in here somewhere. I'm just going to roughly mark out where that would go. So in here is going to be maybe a bar area. I think if I just kind of just mark out where the bar would go all the way along here. And then I think also there'll be kind of another way down to get into the basement down below. So some way of getting down into the basement. And then here's going to be a really nice chilled seating area. Maybe not so happy about having doors here and here. Maybe put another door over there somewhere like that. I'm not too sure right now. Anyway, yeah, so I don't want to do the inside of it just now. That takes absolutely ages. It's not very good for a video. What I want to do is some of the outside area. So they're kind of the property of the inn. First of all, I do want to extend this path and kind of wrap it around the build. So /stack 10. Let's have this kind of hug the property a little bit. Maybe just come out a little bit more. Stack 15. Undo. /stack 5. And then we're going to change direction. Stack 5. No, stack 8. And then maybe just go up here like this. So what is down here? So this is just dead space actually. We don't know it's there. You didn't see it. Nothing to see here. Moving on. Move on. Right. Let's stack this 8 as well. See what that does. We need to go another couple because I want to link it on to here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, this is good. Right. Do all this by hand and then stack this along. /stack. Let's go 20. And that should link up the path here. In fact, we'll stack it maybe 26, something like that, because we want to join it on to this kind of area here where the trapdoor is down into the basement. So this is the basement down here, as you can see. Pretty smart. So that could be furnished as well on a live stream. The road, the only bad thing about this trapdoor down into the cellar is it kind of impinges on the road a little bit. I wonder if I could change the angle. Let's maybe just change the angle, because I love this road that comes just straight along here. Let me just improve this road. So the road comes all the way along to here so far. // set 98, 98.1, 98.2, 98.3. And that should give us that whole mixture of cracked, chiseled, mossy, and normal stone bricks. Yeah, I think we can improve the cellar entrance. What if the cellar entrance was kind of like this? Like that, down to kind of this kind of level? Yeah, I think this kind of works. So when we put this like this, and then just dig this out a little bit more. This is kind of working. I'm not too worried about this so far. And then maybe this wall could come round as well. Yeah, this looks fine. How are you guys doing? I hope you are well. Thank you. And a big shout out to all my fans all over the world, especially ones in America. So many American fans. Really appreciate your support. I've got support in the UK, Germany, the Philippines, Brazil, Holland, Sweden, Netherlands, all over the place. So thank you so much. Italy, got fans in Italy. If I haven't mentioned anyone, just let me know where you're from in the comments, and I'll give you guys a shout out for your country in the next episode. Thank you for all your ideas, your continued ideas. Let me just bring this up as well. I really do appreciate all the amazing ideas you guys come up with. I think we're going to do that actually, and bring the steps down. Steps, give me steps. Like that. Because you could even have another door down here. You could even have another door, and then up here we can have our Trapedoris Maximus in places. I don't think that's the right way of putting them. We need to go that. Boom. Like that. And then they just they open the wrong way. Let's put on some temporary parts. Oh, come on. Wow. You wonder why I speed up parts of this video? This is because this takes ages. Let's put these ones facing down the way. I want to put similar ones on the opposite side, like this. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. I think if it's open, it's going to look kind of smart. There's a little cellar, and it's out of the way, pretty much out of the way of the road, which can come along. So I want to mark out kind of the boundary for this property. We're just going to use, what we're going to use? I think we're going to use some of these. I think we're going to use, yeah, let's do it like this. Let's have the boundary of the property marked out like this, and let's have a gap of 5, and then we're going to go kind of a twiddly bit, gap of 5, twiddly bit, and so on. Like that. Bring that across. Yeah, that's going to be the boundary of our little pub, and we can put some fences in there, because I think that'll look kind of smart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, twiddly bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hope this works out. Hope this works out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's kind of genius. How did I do that? I don't know. Anyway, that's going to be the boundary or a wall for our property. Maybe that doesn't look so good. Maybe it doesn't look so good. Maybe I need to move this fence and just put this on here like this. Would that look any good if that was kind of maybe a twiddly bit in the corner? I like this a lot. So what was the gap again? I was using gaps of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then can use some world edit here to stack this along. I think if we go to there, also get rid of this fence while we're here. Boom. Right, let's stack that along. / stack 10. 10 was a little bit too much. Stack 6. Pretty good, pretty good. Not gonna lie, this is looking alright. And that's gonna just finish up with a little twiddly cornery bit. I think something like that. Boom, boom. Yeah. That looks good. It looks like they really thought about their property. I'm not entirely happy with the path now, but we're going to plant a tree and some bushes, and let's just grab a random tree. I've got tree stencils made. /bst fill NA10S. Let's go for this tree. I don't know what this is going to be. Nothing? No, nothing. Let's try 8S. We've got a little tree. It's a cute little tree. Okay, little tree can go there. Okay, we don't want any more like that one, so let's go for NA8 large. I think that one would look at it. I think if we swap these over. Let's go for the large one there. Looking good, looking good. And the small one right there. Grab some bushes. Let's go for some of you, some of you, some of you. And I think this could come pretty much all along here. Yeah, I think I want to move this whole thing just across one little bit of space. And that's going to make it look kind of smart with some of these planted things along there like that. And then we're going to have some kind of bushes, some nice rosies and so on. And that's going to look hopefully pretty good. Like that. I think we could probably go for another tree there or something like that. Let's have some of these here. In fact, I think some peonies at the entrance here would look rather inviting. Come and stay at our nice hotel. We've got fresh flowers everywhere. Oh, yeah, you get the idea. I will continue placing flowers kind of and bushes off camera, but already it just brings the whole thing to life. So that's going to be put all the way around. Here I'm going to / stack 5, and that's going to be somebody else's property, I think. I'm just going to have an ordinary fence here at this side of the property. Just bring this right across here. Okay, and that's going to be somebody else's property across there. I'm just going to make this into grass. / set true. And although, yeah, that looks good as well. And let's just make this / set. In fact, I think I want to bring it all the way to here. And we'll go for some more trees, I think, at the back of the inn. Let's see what kind of trees we can come up with. Let's go for, oh, come on, NA4 large. What is that going to give us? Ooh, a very nice tree, very nice. Let's go for NA3L. This is just from my Vauxhall Sniper stencils. That was a bit weird. That's a bit weird. Never mind. We shall go with it. We shall go with it. Ah, we don't want one there. NA2 large. Ooh, that is huge. That's kind of just overwhelming. A little bit overwhelming. I don't even think it would go there very well. It's just a little bit big. Which one is that? That's NA2L. That is an enormous tree. Is there somewhere we could put that where it would not dominate proceedings? What about there? Huge tree. I like that. I do like that. let's go for some smaller trees. Around the back. Like that. Like that. There we go. Cool. I did want some stables at some point. So let's undo those last 3 trees and let's see if we can make some stables over here for your horses when you come and stay at the Pure Wee Inn. So, how's that gonna look? What does the stables look like? What does the stables? That's not too bad right there. Let's go for kind of 3 wide stables. It's all in my head right now. I can't really explain what I'm doing. Let's get some slabs. And let's see what we can do with slabs. Does that look any good? I don't know. And then like that. Does that look like a stable? Or does that look completely pants? I don't know. What if we do that? That. Some fences. Lots of thinking going on with these stables. If this was in a row, would that look any good? And then some more of this. Boom, 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 boom. Mission Impossible. And then a little gate here. Do we have a gate? We have a gate. We have a gate. This could be the worst thing I've built so far. I don't know. Does it look any good? I don't know. I think this is a bit of a fail, to be honest. I think it's a bit of a fail. Let's work at it. Let's work at it. Let's not give in. That's looking a little bit healthier now. Yeah, okay, let's see what happens when we stack. Can we stack this along? What's gonna happen? Yeah, let's stack this along. Slash stack 4. Does it make nice little stables? I don't know. I don't know. That seems to seal them in a little bit, which is a bit of a shame. Poor little horsies. What if it was like that? Would that be a good stable? Maybe it's just a bit too wide altogether. No, I think I like that. Let's stack that. So there we go. I've got some really dodgy stables. I think I'm going to have to work on these off camera. But live kind of recording, this is what I came up with. Please don't laugh at my stables. You can see that Andy Yoda sometimes fails as well. So hopefully this should give you some motivation. Yeah. The least said about this, I think, the better. I'm just kind of making it worse. Every block I place seems to make this look worse. Yeah! Stables! Cool, alright. Maybe kind of a little, kind of a paddock area for the horses. With some gates, you can kind of take your horses into this area. Maybe you could let them graze back here as well, if you wanted to let them do that. Let's keep your horses safe. Maybe it'll look better when I put horses in. And maybe if I change some of the grass into coarse grass. Maybe to about here actually. Slash replace 2 with 80% to 80%. Where's percent? There it is. Percent 2, 31. 80% 2, 20% 31. Oh, there we go. A little bit of detail. We could do that again, just to add a bit more. What do you think? This is it so far. Put one tree there. There's gonna be a road here. Come along into the inn and park your horses in there. Don't fall down the trapdoor. And you can go in the back door here, and there'll be a nice bar. You can get yourself a drink, and then you can go up and sleep in your room up here, like that. Bed spot. You're going to sleep at night. Ugh, details. Details. Guys, thank you so much for watching. That has been a whole episode on building the inn. I will add a couple more details, like a few more bushes and things off camera. I may rework the stables, or I may just leave it and be done with it. But we've got plenty of space, plenty of room to expand this town. Keep banging in your ideas. Please don't worry if I don't do your idea. I am writing them down. I'm making a big list. I'm checking it twice also, so you never know. I might get to it. Thank you again for watching. If you haven't subscribed, do so, and I will see you next time. Ciao, ciao. And the blocks be with you.